Good morning, espresso enthusiasts, and welcome back to another episode of A to Z Chat GPT recipes. Today we're going to be taking a look at the letter D, and with that, Chat GPT came up with a Dublin iced coffee for us to try. Before we jump into that, I want you to go ahead and caffeinate that like button and dial in that notification bell. I'm trying to grow the channel, and every little bit helps. All right, that out of the way, let's just jump into it. So a Dublin iced coffee has 2 ounces of brewed espresso, right? Pretty straightforward. 1.5 ounces of whiskey, which we have right here. This is just some middle of the aisle shelf, or middle shelf whiskey, so to speak. Nothing fancy. We need 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, which I've got in the shot glass right here. And then we need 2 ounces of heavy cream, which seems like a lot, and I don't really know what to expect. But the process here is we're going to pull our espresso shots, and then in a glass, we're going to mix up our coffee, whiskey, and simple syrup. Then we're going to fill that glass with the ice, pour the drink over the ice, make whipped cream. We're going to make an Irish coffee, basically, and then we're going to put whipped cream on top. Love it. Okay, so now that we're going to put a little bit of cinnamon or nutmeg on it if we like. The process is going to be pull the espresso shot, mix it with the whiskey and the simple syrup. Then we're going to take our 2 ounces of heavy cream and we are going to turn that into whipped cream, and we're going to put that on top. We're going to give it a shot. Seems pretty safe, so let's get to it. Today we actually get to play with some fresh beans, which would be pretty exciting. We've got Summer Moon's Swinging Lantern to play with today. So I don't believe I've had this one, so our first shot may be horrific, and it may be spot on. We're going to see how it goes. I have mixed emotions because it's a mix of blends, so I really don't know if it's going to espresso, but we're going to try it. We're going to go with our standard 18 grams. Alright. Assuming this is anywhere near close to acceptable, I'm just going to run with it. I'm not quite sure today is the day for dialing in your beans. And just a wee bit of static this morning. Alright, we're going to thump our espresso here in a minute. So espresso whack coming in 3, 2, 1. Just a little tapping action going on. Quick screening on. Alright. Zero out our little scale here. And we'll see how we do. We're totally misaligned. Let's fix that. Oh, that's way too fast. Grody! Alright, well, we'll see how we do anyway. Well, the great thing about video editing is I can dial these in, jump ahead, and nobody will ever know. There we go. Beans dialed. We are back with our espresso. So I think the way we're going to do this is we're just going to put some ice in this glass. Feels weird to put whipped cream on top of something that has ice in it. Had to run around to acquire some different ingredients. So since we're making whipped cream, I figured I should get me a mixing bowl and some sugar, and I went ahead and got a spoon to mix things up. So first things first, we're gonna get our whiskey in our cup, and our simple syrup in our cup. And get that kind of hanging out. I'm gonna let the espresso cool while we make the whipped cream, just so we don't overly dilute it. Cream in. And then we're going to spin this up a little bit. I'm gonna make a monumentous mess while we do it. Well, I think that's good enough for government science. All right, we'll toss our espresso in. Give this a nice little mix. I feel like this is gonna be really bad. I feel like that's a lot of whiskey and not a lot of espresso, and the sugar's just gonna make it taste like artificially sweet. But we're here to experiment and have a good time. Not everything has to taste good, right? All right, homemade whipped cream's kind of lacking, but that's okay. Tastes pretty good. All right, so Dublin iced coffee, here we go. Wow, that's strong. Jesus, it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning. There is a lot of alcohol in there for a drink. Like, as far as the coffee cocktail goes, it's honestly not bad. I'm almost curious what it would be like if you like mixed up the cream a little bit. I think we're gonna try that. It's still strong, but that's a lot more palatable. Yeah, I'd enjoy that. I could drink that. I think if I used a different whiskey, I'd enjoy this a little more. But yeah, as far as coffee cocktails go, this is good. Definitely not a breakfast cocktail, but definitely not a breakfast drink. You probably don't want to be consuming like 1.5 ounces of whiskey with your coffee in the morning. But if you were hanging out with some friends and was having like a cocktail night, this could totally take the place of like the standard espresso martini. This is nice. Give it a shot. Dublin iced coffee, one of the better ones so far Chat GPT has come up with. I hope you guys give it a shot. And as always, I hope you have a caffeinated day.